right, this is a request from Lemon. He wanted to see how the last base that I put out is built, and we're going to throw it down for you. You start out with offset, elevated foundation. You want this gap here to be as even as possible when you put this together, and then let go of your mouse until you're ready to place it. And just use your WASD keys to move it into place. Now the squares are pretty forgiving. You can just have, you want the vertical logs, you can put them right on top of each other and it'll still work. The triangles, you got to overlap them a little bit. Anyhow, bring triangles off the edge of each one to surround this invisible square foundation that you can't put in. Do the same thing for the other side. Now you have to make sure that these walls will get put in right here and here. Okay, if they won't place, that means you got the first placement wrong and you might as well start over. So this is going to take a lot of practice to learn how to do this. Okay, and your first row honeycomb goes in. You want, now if you want it set up the same way the other base is, you want to put your entrance on the low side, your lower foundation side. You want it to be on that side. Now you may be wondering why there are foundation pieces that are missing, it's that they won't place, but it still does the same effect. It's still the same amount of walls to get through because the foundations are low enough that you can't get underneath them. Alright, and this is what you should wind up with your outside walls on, all but the entrance, which will be on your low side over here. And we will throw that in there right now for you. And then a quick honeycomb wall in. And then this is what you're going to wind up with right about here. All but one of these walls in here you're going to leave out to put your barbecue trick in, or unless you want to leave the corner blank. It's all up to you. Make it the way you want to make it. It's your place. All right, and then you want to put your lower floors in first, all of the low ones, because they'll be a pain in the ass to get in if you don't. As you can see here, you got to get them from underneath, basically. Okay. Now, I'm sure you understand all that. You can just keep on rolling with it. Half walls. Now, sometimes, if you have it placed right on the money, your half walls will go in. Your higher ones will always go in easily. But your lower ones, you may have to destroy floor pieces to put them in, like so. And this is what you wind up with. Now here's how the door thing works. Seeing as how you have offset foundations, you can make one floor low and one floor high and leave a small gap. All right, there you go. There's your gap. Place your box. You should have one in your inventory, of course. And there you go. Accessible from both sides. 2 walls to get through from the door. Armored up inside. Make the inside of this thing your own. You know what I mean? Switch the rooms around. It doesn't matter which way you lay it out. It all depends on which way you want to come in and out. And yeah, it's a suicide base, basically. Okay, this is the barbecue trick for those of you that don't know already. Everything in this game on the metal floors is in dots. This is the second dot, back leg. throw the wall down, metal it up, and spin it around, and you should have easy access to it on the other side. Now, I do believe it's worth $25 high quality just to check to see if it'll work with armored, because sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. It's real touchy. I don't know. You can try it. It's worth $25. If not, break the goddamn wall down, put it back up sheet. You'll be good to go. But there it is, man. There you go, Lemon. That's how you build the fucking thing anyhow. I hope it helped. If there's any questions, you can ask. I'm building this recently. I'm going to test it out with rockets, C4, all that bullshit, see what the count is. But we'll give you a little sneak peek. There is a gap right here at the airlock because I had to place a weird triangle foundation to close it in, if it'll let me in. And here we go. Now you're not going to get to see the inside yet. Have a rusty day.